A repeat, do you think, Ian? I mean,
well, it's the FA Cup, and Luton should fancy themselves. Liverpool are in great form. I've got a striker in great form, but it's the FA Cup, and I'm here to cheer on Luton.
I think Mike Newell was a great player and a great manager, and I think he's destined for higher places. But if he was playing against the old Liverpool, i.e. the Liverpool of last season that capitulated in the third round against Burnley, then I think they've got a chance. But Liverpool are playing with such commitment and belief.
And they've gone with a very strong
Well, I think that Benitez
Yeah.
has learned his lesson from last season. That's reflected in the side he's going for. It's a strong side that are playing very, very well. They've got the balance between defence and attack. And the commitments there, the last game against Bolton that we saw them play, never capitulated under pressure, kept on going, fought right to the death, and I fully expect them to get
But
a
it's
result.
the FA Cup, Al.
Yeah?
So you're going for Luton?
Yeah, man, things happen in the FA Cup.
Okay.
Can't explain.
Every year in the third round he sits there saying, is there going to be an upset? And I say no, and there never is. But today might be the day.
You never know. Right, Luton versus Liverpool in the third round of the FA Cup. Our commentary team here at Kenilworth Road, Mark Lawrenson, and a man who knows the Luton Town manager Mike Newell almost too well, John Motson.
I'm having a couple of hours relaxation at a health spa at Henlow in Bedfordshire. But the main reason I've come is not just to enjoy myself, but to talk to a man who's very much in the news this week and looking forward to our live game on Sunday. And that's the Luton Town centre-forward Mike Newell, who's played in every game so far this season and whose Liverpool connections by now are pretty well known.
Not the sort of Brazilian we're used to seeing you commentate on, Motty.
Very embarrassing, Gary. My only excuse is it was 17 years ago, maybe 19 even, and my hair was a bit darker then, but it seems that long actually since Luton here started to talk about moving to a new stadium. It hasn't happened yet, but this intimate Kenilworth Road ground somehow encapsulates the true spirit of the FA Cup, quite apart from Luton's own tradition in the competition. They were finalists in 1959, semi-finalists 3 times in 10 seasons in the 80s and 90s. The 10,000 capacity and the proximity of the crowd to the pitch is a reminder of how many giants have been slain in this greatest of all cup competitions, with the underdogs snapping at their heels and opposing supporters breathing down their necks. Could it happen tonight on a ground where it once happened to you and Hansen, Mark Lawrenson?
It did, Mott. I don't think it will happen tonight if Liverpool play the way they played in the last sort of 14, 15 games. However, going back to that night, a plastic pitch or no plastic pitch, we were brutal. We deserved absolutely nothing, which is what we got.
Well, it's a different Liverpool side tonight, as the boys said, to the one that lost at Burnley this time last year. But can I introduce you first to Luton Town, for those of you that don't see them very often? Goalkeeper Marlon Beresford has had experience with 10 clubs. The right-back, Kevin Foley, is a Republic of Ireland under-21 international. Centre-backs Chris Coyne and the Finn Marcus Heikkinen both used to play for Scottish clubs. Left-back Paul Underwood helped Rushden and Diamonds into the league. In midfield, we've got Carlos Edwards, who's expected to play for Trinidad and Tobago against England in the World Cup. Alongside Nichols, who's something of an inspiration, a bit like Gerrard at Luton's level. You have Steve Robinson, who's arguably the best footballer in the side, and Ahmet Berkovic, the Croatian, who scores and assists a high percentage of Luton's goals. Up front, the archetypal centre-forward in bustling Steve Howard and the pacey Rowan Vine, who passed a late fitness test. Now then, young Scott Carson, 20 years old, gets a rare chance in goal, but Rafael Benitez takes no chances with his outfield selection. The European champions fielding a strong side. The only noticeable absentees, Morientes and Luis Garcia. Hippier, Carragher and Gerrard all have FA Cup winners' medals from 2001, when Liverpool won the first FA Cup final to be played at Cardiff. When will it be the last? This year, we don't know yet. Anyway, on the left, at the Oak Road end, the Liverpool fans have just noticed on their team sheets that Kromkamp, number 2, could make his debut tonight. He's among the substitutes, Jan Kromkamp, who came from Villarreal earlier this week in a swap deal with Josemi. So he's in the squad tonight, and on the Luton bench, Warren Feeney, the Northern Ireland international, and the connection between him and Harry Kewell. They were at Leeds together, and one was best man at the other's wedding. So there are 1 or 2 connections here, and the 2 captains, as I say, do have a similar style of play in their different divisions. Kevin Nichols, he really is the motorman in the Luton midfield, up and down, a real driving force. And the officials, incidentally, while they're there, Mark Clattenburg, the referee, Dave Babsky and Dave Bryan, his assistants. And it's a real cup tie atmosphere, Mark, isn't it? What about the pitch, by the way? It's not plastic these days.
No, the pitch is excellent. You just wonder from Luton's point of view whether it's too good if we're looking for a shock, John. I think as well, we sort of touched on the way Liverpool have played, and if Luton are going to get a shock here, I think they've got to start very well, and I think they have to dictate the pace of the game if possible, and really have to be very, very competitive in midfield. Because Liverpool in the last few weeks in that midfield area have been outstanding.
They have, and their supporters are about 1,800 strong behind the left-hand goal. That's the Oak Road end, if you know this ground. Kenilworth Road end at the right is where the Luton now. Rafael Benitez isn't used to walking right across the pitch to find his seat, but he has to here. The dugouts are on the far side, and look at this for enthusiasm in the crowd already. As Luton in white shirts prepare to start this third round FA Cup tie. One or two of the underdogs nearly pulled off a shot this afternoon without quite managing it against Premiership opposition. There's an opportunity here for Luton Town of the Championship, 9th in their league, against Liverpool, who won 10 consecutive Premiership games before they drew at Bolton. Narrow pitch, really. This is Underwood, and the first clearance nearly hits Mark Lawrence in our cosy little gantry here. In fact, the only teams to really puncture the Liverpool defence recently have been Bolton and Sao Paulo in the World Club Championship. It's quite a task for Luton here. This is Hippier. He and Carragher probably aware that Liverpool are being linked with a new centre-back as well. Here's Berkovic. But there's no way you'd want to be without Jamie Carragher. He's been an absolute inspiration with Gerrard for Liverpool. The real scousers in the team. With the kick. Underwood with the header for Luton. Xabi Alonso. Steve Howard. Now this is Edwards, the wide right player. And they will play with two wide men, Luton. Edwards will patrol the right-hand side, Berkovic the left. Now, up front is Djibril Cissé, playing alongside Peter Crouch. It's cold enough for the gloves. This is Berkovic. I remember him from Leyton Orient days. Luton on the attack here, though, with Rowan Vine. Trying to get it into Howard, and Sissoko was there, and Luton have a corner. And at this point, the two centre-backs of Luton, Heikkinen and Coyne, will both go forward. Howard almost on the goal line. There's a foul been given there. Coyne was just climbing a bit. And the first flurry is over, Mark. What do you make of it?
Well, I think you just seen straight away, especially in central midfield, Nichols very, very quickly into the tackle. They're pushing Edwards down the right, Luton, Berkovic down the left. I think what they've made a mind up, John, that they're going to try and stop Liverpool building from the back and push people forward.
Yeah, I think Mike Newell and Brian Stein, his coach, had that in mind. They both scored here, by the way, in that 3-0 win against your Liverpool team in '87. Newell and Stein. Along with Mick Harford, who used to be Mike's assistant here. Mike Newell adopts a very laid-back pose during the game. You'll just see him leaning against the dugout there. He's not a ranter and a raver. Not during the match, anyway. Brian Stein there next to him. Of course, those days with the artificial surface seem a long way off now. Queen's Park Rangers had one as well, of course, in that period, as well as one or two other clubs. Preston, did they, Mark? Have a
yeah, they certainly
artificial
did.
pitch?
Yeah, certainly. And they were all rubbish.
Well, that pass wasn't a lot better, was it? That was Harry Gill misplacing one. Here's Rowan Vine with Hippier. Goal kick.
It's very early, obviously, in the game, John, but it is a good start by Luton. We said they're very, very quick at trying to close Liverpool down and already forcing a few mistakes.
Well, they could have sold twice the number of tickets to Luton supporters for this one. The capacity is around 10,000, but there were about 20,000 requests. There's Peter Crouch heading it on. Kewell with Cisse. This is Vine. And still, Howard's in the middle. Berkovic is coming in behind him. Howard tries to make it. Nichols. Oh, good block. Combination of Carragher and Alonso. This is Steve Finnan. Good ball, Gerrard.
Yeah, Gerrard just looking to put Crouch through, and Crouch just didn't really have that extra turn of pace to turn it into a good ball.
Gerrard very involved early on here. He didn't play at Burnley a year ago. In fact, it was, as I said, a very shadow Liverpool side that lost at Turf Moor. And of course they did lose as well in the Carling Cup this season at Crystal Palace, Liverpool. It was after that result that their impressive run really started. Here's misplaced pass by Gerrard.
He is human after all.
Appears for hands, not given. Quite interesting, Mark, that they've got the same referee, Liverpool, as they had at Bolton. Mark Clattenburg was involved in that match on Monday when the Bolton manager felt 2 Liverpool players should have been red-carded.
Yeah, I think a lot's been a little bit much ado about nothing about that game, to be honest with you.
Yes, it has sort of had 1 or 2 ramifications. Luton won the championship of League One last season, got promotion, and started this season very well here at Kenilworth Road. Just slipped a bit in these last few weeks. Their away form's dipped. But Howard battling there with Hippier. That was Robinson trying to get in on it. Kewell. Alonso. Sissoko. Lovely touch by Steven Gerrard. Twice, in fact. This is Cisse. Crouches up with him. Corner.
Yeah, it was good interplay, wasn't it? There was also the option of Finnan, who'd burst down the right-hand side, was in loads of space.
Yes, well, Finnan's got to keep his game up because the newcomer Kromkamp is by trade a right back. Gerrard will take the corner for Liverpool. Sissoko has gone right on the line with the goalkeeper. Hippier is forward. So obviously he's Crouch. Oh, and there's Cisse, and it's Sami Hippier!
Well, this is an excellent chance as well, is it? He just loses his marker, Sami Hippier. Should have done better.
So the first real opening here, it came from Gerrard's corner, which was deep. And the shot was a bit too deep in itself.
People forget about Liverpool. There's some very tall players in their team, John.
Yeah, absolutely. Crouch being the tallest.
Well, I put Hippier in there, and Gerrard, Sissoko and Cisse, all 6+.
It's Foley over that side with the throw for Luton. It was on by Howard to Vine. Now then, the long throw. Didn't reach Steve Howard. Forward by Nichols. Oh, and the goalkeeper started to come there, and Berkovic was closing in, and now Carson can gather. He's the England under-21 goalkeeper.
Well, thankfully, Sissoko was there to mop up any danger. Just a little bit of hesitance from Carson.
Hasn't played in the Premiership this season because, well, neither's Dudek for that matter, because Rayner has been the #1 choice. Here's Crouch. Another booming ball there played by Gerrard, and this time he's picked out Harry Kewell. Is it fair to say that Harry Kewell's just come onto his game a bit in recent weeks, Mark?
It is, John, yes. He's actually saying that for the first time, really, since he joined Liverpool, 2.5, 3 years ago, however long it was, he actually feels fully fit.
Marlon Beresford, 36 years old, left-footed. Finnan. This is Nichols. Well, Luton have done OK for the first 10 minutes. And that touch by Howard, not quite picking out Robinson, who was well forward from midfield in that attack. And so is Nichols here, closing in on the goalkeeper. Oh, and that broke for Howard, and here comes Carson. Forward again by Nichols. That's got in behind them, Robinson. Berkovic making strides into the centre. Oh, it was Vine who had the shot.
It was good play as well. Really nice late run by Berkovic, and just as it came over his shoulder, just helped it on. Good play by Luton, this.
Well, as you've seen already, they do like to play to feet and throw players forward, the Championship side. And Nichols at the heart of everything. This is Underwood. Steve Gerrard all over the place in this early period. Cutting in there, it's Foley that stopped him, and also went past Alonso. Didn't go past John Arne-Risa though.
Yeah, good turn of pace by Foley. I mean, Gerrard and Kewell have swapped very, very early in the game as well.
The right back, Kevin Foley's got a growing reputation here. There are a few people think he could play Premiership football.
Well, he looks like he might be quick enough.
He's also a nice distributor of the ball too. I've seen a bit of him of Luton this season, and that's his worst side. It'll get better.
Right on cue.
Yeah, 21 years old. There's Mike Newell really building a team here that they want to consolidate in the Championship. It's more important to him perhaps at the moment than all the somewhat uncertain speculation about a new ground. That's moved on a little bit in recent weeks. One of the sites is now no longer on for Luton, near the airport. Here's Gerrard. Risa. Kewell looks for Cisse. Offside. Unusual design to this ground. Those are executive boxes over on the far side in the low slung stand. Offside there against Djibril Cisse.
Yeah, I don't think executive is in capital letters though, is it?
No, perhaps not. You get a warm welcome here though. This is Finnan. Crouch. Trying to shake off Nichols. Reset.
It's good by Luton, John, that they really are making Liverpool play at their pace, and when Liverpool have got the ball, they're making them hurry in every position.
Yeah. Steve Howard challenging Hippier, but in doing so, he gives away a free kick. Real bustling centre forward in the old tradition, Steve Howard. I think we have to congratulate Alan Shearer at some point in this commentary, Mark. I think that goal equalled Jackie Milburn's 200-goal record.
Yeah, how badly needed was that as well today?
For those of you that haven't heard the results, it was 1-0 against Mansfield Town. Equals the record, he still needs one to beat it. Cisse. Crouch inside, Kewell further over. Here's Crouch, can he turn on it? He gives it back to Cisse. This is Gerrard. Oh, what a goal, and he hardly glanced to acknowledge it, Steven Gerrard. He made it look so straightforward. Benitez notes something on the pad, but the noteworthy thing there was the finish of the England midfield player. Luton Town absolutely stunned by this. Cisse was twice in the move. Look at the way Gerrard curls that past Beresford, Mark.
He'd already made his mind up by the pace of the ball when it comes back from Cisse. Crouched as well to hold up. And he just lays it into his path, just hits it first time. It's outstanding.
Well, it's goal number 16 for Steven Gerrard this season. Quite a few of them, of course, were scored in the European Champions League qualifiers, but he's really playing so well that you just hope from England's point of view that he and the likes of Lampard can maintain their current form right through to the World Cup.
It's a little bit harsh on Luton as well. They started this game very, very brightly.
This is Heikkinen. "16 minutes gone at Kenilworth Road. Luton Town 0, Liverpool 1. The European champions, the first to strike, and what a strike by Steven Gerrard. Nichols. Header away by Carragher. This is Xabi Alonso. Heikkinen with the header. Robinson. Underwood. Nice deep ball looking for Carlos Edwards. Oh, he's got there. Went above Risa. And Robinson has the shot. It's a corner.
Great ball from Underwood, wasn't it, to pick Edwards out?
Certainly was. And Heikkinen and Coyne on their way forward to support Steve Howard here as Luton look for a quick equaliser. Rowan Vine in the 6-yard box. Heikkinen goes there too. Here comes Coyne. And that's gone out for another corner. Underwood, who you mentioned, has got a very good left foot. He'll go across to take this on the right-hand side. Played short to Edwards. Howard's in there. Robinson.
Yeah, Luton caught Liverpool cold from the corner, 2 against 1, which was Cisse, and Edwards did well. He conned Cisse into thinking that he was going to knock it inside and took it down the line and put the cross in. This is just outstanding quality, absolutely outstanding.
Gerrard just emphasising his range of skills. Mind the heads.
Just important now for Luton, John. They have a 10 to 15 minute spell where obviously they don't concede again and make sure Liverpool don't have any more chances.
Well, less than 2 years ago, this club was in administration and far away from folding Luton Town. Now they're on the same pitch as the European champions, Sissoko. Xabi Alonso. Kewell's got room on the left here. Crouch making his way into the centre, so is Cisse.
just see there how quick the break is, can't you? It's a minimum amount of touches, minimum amount of passes. And Kuhlin, is it a shot or is it a cross? Can't quite decide, but very, very dangerous.
Finnan crouches header on, Cisse with Heikkinen. And now Foley. Underwood. Again, he tries to pick out Carlos Edwards. Well, he should be on the pitch against Steven Gerrard again when England play Trinidad and Tobago in the World Cup. Liverpool supporters at the left-hand end in good heart at the moment after 20 minutes. This is Howard. Little touch on here for Robinson by Vine. Underwood. And Luton playing it about nicely. This is Nichols. Edwards on the far side. Cut out by Risa, who finds Kuhl.
That does seem to be the get-out, doesn't it, from left to right for Luton all the time into Edwards, who's obviously very pacey.
Yes, Berkovic is playing on the left at the minute. Last season he was the wide right player, but when they got Edwards from Wrexham, they switched it round a bit, Luton. Alonso, Gerrard now the furthest forward. If you've just joined us a little late for this live game from Kenilworth Road, Steven Gerrard was the Liverpool goal scorer with a beautiful shot. This is Coyne to Underwood. Nichols, conscious of course that there will be people coming in from other matches. Edwards. Foley. Up goes Vine. This is Nichols.
Oh, he just looked like he changed his mind at the end, Nichols there. It was a good idea, and I think just as about to play it, he probably thought, oh, they're running back from offside, but it would have been a clever pass. Done nothing wrong here, Luton. Find themselves 1-0 down as well.
No, they're a tidy little team, Mark. They really are, yeah. Yeah, they've just been hit by one moment of rare quality, haven't they?
Exactly.
Mike Neal retrieving the ball. He trained at Liverpool as a schoolboy for several years, didn't get signed on, but did by several other clubs, including Everton and Luton, of course. Here's Robinson. In fact, Mike's father Terry among the crowd tonight, who's a regular here. That's Coyne, who's injured. Crouch spoken to by Mark Clattenburg.
Yeah, the arm across the face, wasn't it? Blew very, very early as well, the referee.
Yeah. Don't clatter your opponent in front of Clattenburg, otherwise it's a free kick. Which will be taken by Nichols. And it's also taken smoothly by Carson, who now tries to get Gerrard going down this side. Oh, that's Sissoko, very, very strong on Robinson. And Mark Clattenburg, who met Sissoko in certain circumstances at Bolton, is now going to show him a card.
Yeah, he was late, wasn't he? There's only great malice in it, John. He was going for the ball, he was just late.
Yeah, that's often the case at the minute, isn't it? When players are a split second late, it looks worse than it really is.
Absolutely. And it always looks worse in slow motion.
Every single time.
in fairness to Robinson, he did get up very, very quickly.
Well, Robinson's that kind of player. He won't make a lot of it. Kewell's header. Crouch.
They just had 2 free kicks in good positions, Luton, and just completely wasted them.
That's a nice touch. Handshake for one of the supporters.
He was wondering what was coming, didn't he, Stevie Gerrard? He had no idea for a minute.
Nichols finding Berkovic. Now then, good running by Rowan Vine. Howard's in the centre waiting. Robinson's there too. Here's Howard! Oh! And you've seen him score as often as the Luton fans have from that position. You've got to say that's a chance.
Well, that's a very good chance. He was almost stumbling as he took it. What good play this is by Vine as well. Confronted by Jamie Carragher, and he does him for pace. Oh, he should have done so much better. He was just falling back, John, almost as he tried to play it as well, Howard.
And he often puts those away, I have to tell you. And it was good play by Rowan Vine, getting wide to give Howard the chance.
You wonder whether they'll get a better chance, that's the problem.
This is Nichols. Now Vine on the run again. Vine actually was at Portsmouth. And indeed spent last season on loan to Luton. I don't know, I think Harry Redknapp in his first spell there was quite sure about letting him go, but Luton have got him now.
Well, it's a good partnership as well, isn't it? Howard, the big target man, very cumbersome, difficult to play against, comes short for everything, and Vine's always looking the other side of the defenders and stretching Liverpool.
That's what he's trying to do there until Jamie Carragher stepped in. Foley with the header. Sissoko. Oof, and Nichols has knocked Sissoko over twice. This is Berkovic, and it's Nichols again. Now Robinson.
Robinson's unlucky because as he got the ball and got his head up, Edwards sort of went to make a run, and Robinson got his head down to play him in, and Edwards had just stopped and made him look a clown, actually.
All the goals scored this afternoon in the FA Cup you'll see tonight on Match of the Day at 10:30, and tomorrow night there's another match for you. That's the Sissoko on the receiving end from Nichols. Another match for you tomorrow night. Leicester-Tottenham.
Yeah, I think that's a foul as well.
Programme starts at 6:20 tomorrow on BBC One. Well, you're revisiting Liverpool here, Mark. Lineker will be revisiting Leicester tomorrow night.
Yeah, I thought there's a common denominator there, isn't there?
Here's Foley for Luton. Oh, it's a decent ball, Berkovic. Crouch with Heikkinen.
Some of Luton's build-up play is excellent. It's just a little bit more composure needed in the final third, but up until there, they're very, very good indeed.
Yes, they've certainly not let themselves down in this first half. And the fact that they are down in the game is purely down to one man. Here he is. Gerrard's pass this time goes astray. Flick on by Howard. Gerrard. Interception by Heikkinen as Cisse tried to get in behind him.
That's been a feature as well of Luton's play, that the way that they put Liverpool defenders under pressure and making them make mistakes.
Well, this is Robinson, and there's a 2-on-1 there, but he didn't realise, I think, that Carlos Edwards was so close to him.
Thing was, though, if Edwards had stayed out wide, he was in an excellent position for, well, basically the ball would have beaten Reece, would have been away on goal down the right-hand side.
Actually, Mark, there's more width to Luton than there is to Liverpool at the moment, isn't there?
Yes.
Here's Crouch. That may change if Kewell gets on the run there, but it's a Liverpool throw. Here's Cisse. Finds Gerrard. It's an offside flag anyway, I think. Let's come off the head of Heikkinen anyway.
I'll tell you what, if he meant that header to go back to the goalkeeper, he shouldn't be playing for Luton. No disrespect. This is brilliant if he means it.
This is Rowan Vine again. Robinson's in the centre. Couldn't just get the angle on the header. Tell you what, Vine's giving him a few problems out here.
Well, his movement's very good. He's quick, Johnny, but he moves very, very late. And he's got a really good understanding down the left-hand side. He just runs in that left-hand channel, and he's difficult to pick up.
Forward by Heikkinen. Alonso. Kuhl. There's a bit of progress by Liverpool, that wasn't it? This is Berkovic for Luton. Good first touch by Vine to Underwood. Oh, and is this going to be it for Howard? He's got past the goalkeeper. Steve Howard, and Luton Town have equalised. And it's Steve Howard. Not much emotion from Mike Newell, but they deserve it. And Liverpool, the European champions, taken apart in defence by a slick Luton move that started with Underwood, the left back, number 6. And Steve Howard, who missed one earlier, more than makes up for it here. This is Underwood with the left foot, sliding it into the gap. Is he offside? No, he's not. He goes round Carson, and as Finnan tries to get back on the line, Steve Howard scores.
Yeah, through Hippier's legs as well. I'm not sure whether he was offside or not, John. I don't know whether you could read the lips of Mike Newell. His first reaction was he could have been offside, and that's from his own manager.
It's 1-1 in the cup tie. And nothing here that Luton don't deserve.
Absolutely. We talked about a little bit of composure in the final third, and that was it.
Well, the championship side are back in the heat of this cup tie, and it's a lovely little ball through by Robinson, and look at the way Howard takes on the goalkeeper and slots it. 1-1.
There was a little bit of a pause, wasn't there, while he was waiting for the ball to sort of come down for him to stick it in, and he showed great composure.
Gerrard, it's Cisse coming in and well taken out by Heikkinen. But here's Crouch, and Heikkinen this time, no, he doesn't take him down. Mark Rattenberg said he played the ball. In goes Nichols. Kuhl. Sissoko. Influential again, he's found Rowan Vine, and Edwards is coming in from the far side completely unmarked at the moment. Vine tries to get it across, not enough pace on it really, but Luton here are really giving it a go.
And that's the problem again for Liverpool. Vine down the left, how many times have we said that?
Underwood. There's a little clash there between Vine and Finnan.
Well, Vine raised his foot, but he also tried to pull out just at the last moment.
The thing is, they've also got a natural left footer here in Underwood, Mark, who's starting these moves off down here.
Yeah, his service is excellent. I mean, he started in the first 10 minutes just playing 40-yard balls left to right, to Edwards down the right, and slowly but surely he's now got people like Howard and Vine more into the game.
Really good feisty cup tie now here. This is Sissoko. Free kick. Finnan. Alonso. Well, Steve Howard, something of a crowd favourite here at Kenilworth Road. And as Berkovic put that ball through there, he knew exactly what was coming. That was the goalkeeper. He leaps over him. And then in it goes.
Well, it's very difficult from that angle to see whether he was offside or not, Howard, and remains to be seen.
They'll need a ruler at half-time, I think, to determine that. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say perhaps he was level. Crouch getting up here. Berkovic. Played the ball through. It was for the goal, actually. And this is Edwards. Oh. We've got 10 minutes left in the first half here, and you can't complain about the quality of this cup tie. Luton 1, Liverpool 1. Xabi Alonso, but it's Nichols in again. He really is a captain, isn't he, Nichols?
Right, he's just so quick into the tackle as well. He tried to con the referee there because he actually played the ball off his own man. I think it was Edwards, but he's certainly all inspiration and perspiration, isn't he?
Yeah, that's his style. Here's Hippier with the long pass, looking for Crouch. Alonso. Kewell. Gerrard. Sissoko looking for Finnan. Good play by Gerrard, and again Kewell. No, Berkovic much stronger in the challenge. Alonso, Kewell, Gerrard coming forward again. Berkovic, oh what a good ball that is. This is Howard, outside in Edwards, Vine in the centre, wants it now. Rowan Vine coming in behind Jamie Carragher, has to concede the corner. This is a sustained and boisterous spell by the Championship side, Luton Town. And for the moment, it's Liverpool who are looking anxious. Heikkinen going in on the goal line here with Vine. Coyne is forward as well. It's a free kick given there by Mark Clattenburger. Do you think Liverpool have been taken a bit by surprise here, Mark?
Most definitely. There was us churning on about it's important that they keep it at 1-0 for a while, and lo and behold, here you go, there's the offside. Oh, I think Reesa might just play him on, mightn't he?
He's level with Reesa, isn't he?
Yeah.
Good decision by the assistant referee on the far side. Give the benefit of the doubt to the attacker.
It's an even better goal every time you see it.
Yeah, I tell you, it is, yeah. Good ball by Berkovic as well that put him in, wasn't it?
Excellent.
Right, it's a free kick now to Liverpool. Xabi Alonso, centre of the field. Gerrard. This is Vine. Oh, look at the space for Carlos Edwards. Luton have got 4 up in this attack. Edwards against Reesa. He's driven him a bit wide. He just needed to get that ball in a bit earlier, Mark.
Well, he thought about it, didn't he? He should just really have delivered because he had Liverpool's back four, back pedalling, and that was the time to deliver. I say, the way Luton get out, though, whether it comes through the middle and it's swept out right and left, it's causing Liverpool real problems.
And this time, Edwards' deep crosses towards Berkovic. It's come off Finnan. But 1 or 2 Liverpool players who need to get themselves into this game, Mark.
Try all of them.
Gerrard goes down, no foul says the referee, so this is Underwood again to Berkovic. And again, Kewell to Crouch. We really haven't seen much of Crouch and Cisse. This is Edwards. 3 in the middle again for Luton, and again he can't get the ball in. Well, I've got the corner.
Just so full of width, full of enterprise, and it's pacing. It's a problem for Liverpool, this.
Well, they should have learned their lesson at Burnley and at Crystal Palace, but they're finding it hard to cope with the underdogs again here, the European champions. Luton's corner, Underwood to take. Oh, the flick on Heikkinen. Corner again.
That's why you always have fullbacks on the post, John. Always, always, always. Steve Finnan just saved Liverpool from a goal against.
Absolutely. Heikkinen's header off the line by Finnan. Corner again to Luton. Here comes Howard. Keeper didn't quite do enough there. This is Coyne. Berkovic. Heikkinen. And it scrambled away. I don't quite know how, for a goal kick.
Well, Carson came and couldn't really deal with it. If anything, Liverpool just a little bit fortunate with the bounce. There's a scramble. I think of Berkovic, hit Peter Crouch. And Heikkinen as well as tries to have a little bite at it. In the end, just turns it away. Goal kick for Liverpool.
Well, it's a real scramble in the goal mouth there, and first of all, Heikkinen's header was headed out from under the bar by Finnan.
Yeah, great movement as well. He came off the line, didn't he? And nobody picked him up.
Five minutes left in what's been a very good half for the Championship side, Luton Town. And all this after they went a goal behind as well.
There we say it's a proper cup tie, this.
Nichols tries to pick out Edwards.
I'd like to see what Benitez does at half-time, because it's clear for all to see that Edwards is the get-out all the time, isn't it? I think we're trying to pull Harry Kewell back a little bit, just to prevent that ball getting to Edwards.
Well, he'll want to see a bit more of the game played in Luton's half,
Well,
won't he?
I don't know if you saw a shot of Benitez there. He looks harassed, doesn't he?
He does. I think the passion of the FA Cup took him a little bit by surprise last year at Burnley, but with the 11 he's put out tonight, it shouldn't be the same.
Well, he's writing things there. He's going to run out of ink.
Oh, a shot by Vine comes back off the goalkeeper. He was put in by Howard. Luton could have gone ahead there. Rowan Vine. Carson was in the right place. Howard and Hippier here. And the Luton man wins it again. 3 minutes to half-time.
Well, the only thing that Vine did wrong, John, was the shot was too near the goalkeeper. Everything else about it was right. It was a good save by Carson.
Well, it's got to the stage now, Mark, where Luton should be ahead.
Definitely.
And here comes Robinson. Carragher gets there. Edwards. Nichols. And it's Edwards again. Robinson, what a good turn against Carragher. And Robinson has put Luton down in front. What an amazing cup tie this is. And again, there's Mike Newell doesn't react. Well, I did say that Robinson is arguably the best footballer in the team. He scored a wonderful goal here against Brighton just after Christmas. And here, well, this is sheer quality against an international defender. He plays it in, Edwards, and Robinson turns Jamie Carragher. And look at the precision of the finish.
Well, as well, John, just the way he opens up his body for his first touch, just gives him half a yard, and then it's the most clinical of finishes.
The underdogs are in front. From one down, Luton lead Liverpool 2-1.
Liverpool are really shell-shocked here, aren't they? They haven't really played and not been allowed to play since they took the lead.
This is Risa. Crouch to touch on it. It's an extraordinary thing to say, but it's Liverpool who are overawed, not Luton.
Also, as well, it's the pace in which Luton are playing the game, which is a great problem for Liverpool, and the movement.
This is Suzuka. Alonso. Nichols Crouch. Liverpool really do need to up their act here. This is Finnan. Kewell far side. Just about sums up Liverpool's first half performance there.
Well, the other thing as well is that the two Luton forwards are really occupying the four Liverpool defenders. We haven't really seen Finnan getting forward hardly. Certainly Reece as well. This is the goal again. Just that's the key. The way he opened up his body, he knew exactly where he wanted to take it, and the touch was sublime, and the finish.
Yeah, he's got really good skills, Robinson. Northern Ireland international, part of the Laurie Sanchez squad. Used to play for your old club, Preston, Mark.
He's had a great ground in them.
Steve Robinson, yeah. This is Underwood, looking for Vine. Carragher is the defender. Oh, and Vine's got the other side of him, and the referee wasn't going to give anything either.
Well, in fairness to Jamie Carragher, he put his hand up to the referee and said, "You're right." But this is really the ball all half that Liverpool had a real problem with.
Well, if there was a better cup tie anywhere today, the fans were very lucky, because this first half has been absolutely in keeping with the spirit of the competition. Luton surprising their superior status opponents with some excellent crisp football, and the crowd, well, they didn't think it would be as good as this, did they?
And the worst thing about this for Mike Newell, the referee's going to blow for half-time. He won't want this to stop.
No, Luton don't want half-time to come. That was on by Howard. This is Vine, now Edwards.
It's the first time Reece has been close to Edwards for 46 minutes.
Well, the Liverpool dressing room was a significant place in the Champions League final, wasn't it, at half-time? I wonder what Rafael Benitez is going to say here. He's got a lot of time to think about it. It's a long walk across the pitch. But Steve Howard put Luton back in the game after Gerrard had put Liverpool in the lead early on. In fact, Gerrard in 16 minutes, Howard in 31, and then in 43 minutes, Robinson, with the cutest of goals, gives the Championship side at half-time a lead that they thoroughly merit, with coaches and managers walking across the pitch, collecting their respective thoughts. Mike Newell will be a very happy man with the way his team have performed. Rafael Benitez will be scratching his head and wondering what it is about the FA Cup that leaves Liverpool in a situation like this. The half-time score at Kenilworth Road here, Luton Town 2, Liverpool 1, Gary.
There you go, all you disbelievers sitting there at home saying, nah, it won't be a surprise. Except, of course, for one very smug-looking Ian Wright.
Who, me? Well, it's the FA Cup, greatest cup competition in the world. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Liverpool come here as a champions, European champions, but this is the FA Cup, and Luton, no, against Liverpool give them a chance to play, and Luton are working around them. You know, getting close to them, and the ball's coming back too quick, too often off of the Liverpool's front men, straight back into Luton's midfield, and their guy on the left, I think it's Vine, he's causing a lot of problems on Liverpool's right-hand side.
And there's no good fortune to this half-time score.
They thoroughly deserve it. I think that
they're getting battered by Luton.
Michael's
getting battered.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly. Michael's tactics were spot on right from the start. You know, when Liverpool got possession, they got tight quickly, made it scrappy. When Luton got possession, what they've done is they've taken the game to Liverpool. They've had some great quality in their play, but they've made, which has been a rock-solid defence for the last 10, 12 weeks, look decidedly shaky, and they thoroughly deserve to be 2-1. It could have been 3 or 4.
It's amazing how that can happen, isn't it? A team that, in the Championship, compared with all the sides that they've played lately, Liverpool, this side have caused them more problems than any of them.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when you've been playing really well and when you've had the clean sheets, sometimes we're knowing that a little bit of complacency sets in, and Luton had 1 or 2 early chances, and then you just start to worry, you start to wonder, and then you make individual mistakes, and before you know it, you're all over the place.
Even though Liverpool did take the lead with a brilliant goal from Steve.
Just pure quality, and this is the only thing what Luton have done wrong today. They've given, arguably, for me, he's Liverpool's best player anyway. They've given him so much space. Like I was saying, the amount of people they had in the box, but the fact is, Stevie Gerrard waits outside after it comes back from Crouchy here. He waits outside, and for a player of that quality, you just don't give him this much space, and Luton will learn that. Like maybe in the Championship they can do that, but they can't do that against people like Liverpool.
This is one mistake that the Luton defence have made. You know, when Ceci picks up for the second time here, if you look, I think there's like
8.
I think it's 8 against 3. and lurking in the edge of the box is
Steve Joe. Well, arguably one of the best right-footed strikers of the ball in the world, and
probably playing as well as anybody in the country at the minute.
I love his celebration. His celebration was great. I hope they show us it. It was just so, yeah, that's what I'm about. That's what I'm all about.
There you go.
Yeah, watch his celebration. Look, watch him. Yes, baby, that's me.
This is an Ian Wright celebration.
I wasn't that cool, man. He knows you give him that much space, he's going to put it in the back, and that is pure quality.
And at that stage, you're thinking, one, we'll go to two, we'll go to three. But credit to Luton, they came right back into it, had a couple of good chances, and then the equaliser is a good goal.
There's a degree of doubt as to whether it's offside. I think we can probably clear that up.
It's definitely onside.
We can prove unequivocally it's onside.
Lovely little Megs there on Sammy Erpia. There it is, look.
Piero proves it.
There you are. It's onside.
And this is not
a great finish.
He's gone behind him. He's got to put power in that because Steve Finnan's getting back, and he's done that perfectly. If he's hit that any softer.
Nice little nutmeg as well through
Beautiful
Sammy.
nutmeg. Always nice to see. But this is really good finish because anything softer than that and Finnan would have cleared it off the line. It was a really good finish. Here, I'll have some of that. Here you go.
Right.
But this is going behind him, and he knows there's a man coming. He's had to hit that with power. He's perfect. That's brilliant finishing.
Mike Newell getting carried away as well.
Keep going.
I like that.
And at that stage,
Can I just deny at this point that that wasn't Ian Wright's ruler that drew that thing to the offside? It was quite clear.
At that stage, you'd be entitled to sit back and say, well, wait a minute, we've got back into the game, have a 5 or 10 minute period where, you know, that make sure that Liverpool don't get in the ascendancy and get on top, but none of that stuff. Just let's have a go at them again.
And I mean, they had 1 or 2 chances, but the goal just before half-time from Robinson was
pure,
beautifully executed.
pure quality. The ball into him was really good pace. It's a good ball into him, and what he's done is he's just taken it lovely. Watch this take. This is perfect. Look, beautiful. Bang. See, now that is.
You've got to
fantastic.
remember the defender as well. The defender, one of the best defenders in the country, played for the last 12, 14 weeks, hardly made a mistake. Give him a half a yard of space. Great turn, great touch. Ping in the back of the net.
Luton play quality football. They always
Another
play.
great celebration. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, he's gone overboard there, Michael.
I bet
He's going to have to stop it.
I wonder he's like inside.
He'll be in the dressing room at the minute saying this game is far from.
Oh, absolutely. Because Liverpool have come here, and of course they're on the crest of the wave. They're playing well. Their forwards are scoring. They're doing really well. So they've come to Luton playing well. Luton will let them play
they're doing
football.
really well. 2-1 down against.
Well,
Luton.
no, but what I'm saying is that will kick them into starting to play because they know they're into a game now. It should have been like that in the first place.
They knew that right throughout the half. In fact, there's a catalogue of Luton chances.
I think this is a fine chance, and he's time, space. It's a great opportunity.
He had enough time.
Hit.
Yeah, he had enough time to really just try and get a good connection on that. I think he's rushed it. He's jumped up to meet the ball because the man's there. He should have just let it come down onto his foot and just tried to just get a nice clean laces on it.
And this is an even better chance. This is Steve Howard, and I think he maybe even slips here.
Yeah,
Great.
it does
ball
slip.
into the
If you
box,
watch him, he
pace,
slips.
aggression,
Yeah.
and then 6-yard area, not picked up. Should have scored.
The thing about it is, Al, the ball is just, if you watch it, the ball's just gone behind him. If you watch the forward, it's just gone behind. So he's going back, see? And he's just slipped as he's on his way back. Otherwise,
I
think he's got to let that come onto him, personally.
Late hit.
Late hit. There's another one off the line, Steve Finnan. Great defending.
Hiking that one.
Finnan off the line.
Was that going in? I don't know if that was going in. It's exciting, though.
And another Vine chance. That,
It's just chance after
That's
chance.
a good save. That is a good save.
Good save.
Great save.
So they've scored 2. We've showed 4 great chances that they've had.
This is good forward play. Taking a chance, and that's just good instinctive strike. It's just good, really good striking. Like Mark Lawrenson said, it was just a bit too close to the goal. It was just too straight on.
But you were saying before, how can it happen? You can see in the 3 or 4 clips here that they ain't getting anywhere near them defensively. The line's all over the place. They aren't getting tight, they aren't getting close, and they're making individual mistakes.
Question their attitude slightly, Liverpool?
Oh, I don't think so. I think they came out and they were determined enough. But as I say, when you're on a run that they've been on at the minute, just occasionally complacency can set in. And before you know it, you're under the caution, there's no way back for you.
OK, let's just pause briefly and switch our attention to some of the other third-round ties that were played today.
The team lowest on the league pecking order at this stage of the Cup is Nuneaton Borough. Well, they earned themselves a money-spinning replay against Premiership Middlesbrough. You can, of course, catch all the action from Manor Park on Match of the Day later tonight. As is often the way, Torquay are battling to retain their league status. A game against Premiership opponents was a nice distraction. Tony Gubble was watching at Plain Moor.
Delivery looks a bit too deep. Oh, the goalkeeper's dropped it, and they've scored! It's ruled out. Referee has blown. Here's Hewlett. Kuffour with the shot. From well outside the penalty area, and that's it. It's a stirring cup tie at Plain Moor that has ended 0-0.
Huddersfield had nothing to lose at Chelsea. Better teams have of course been humbled at Stamford Bridge this season. Well, they fell behind early on against the champions in waiting. Carlton Cole making the most of a rare start and a bit of luck. But Huddersfield held on until the 74th minute before taking Chelsea by surprise. Gary Taylor-Fletcher's shot too strong for Carlo Cudicini. Predictably, Jose Mourinho's team rallied though. Ian Robin ran at the Huddersfield defence before Idagur Johnson shot through it to give Chelsea victory. The person least looking forward to this potential banana skin was Graham Souness. Defeat could have ended his reign at Newcastle. Mansfield, 5 places off the bottom of League Two, were well able to make it a nervous afternoon for him. Souness was eventually bailed out by a man who could one day be in the dugout himself. Alan Shearer equalling Jackie Milburn's club record at a vital time. Millwall's cup final appearance of 2 seasons ago must seem like a distant memory. Even so, they more than held their own against Everton. Indeed, Marvin Williams' well-taken goal at the end of the first half put them in front. But Everton were able to force an equaliser. Andy Marshall failing to hold Leon Osman's first shot. He made no mistake with the second. Tamworth might yet drop out of the conference this season. Continuing their cup run will provide confidence. Here's Guy Mowbray.
2 went for it together, and it breaks for Sidibe. All on his own for Stoke City. It's a heavy touch, and it allowed Bevan to come and block. 3 more minutes. It's all Tamworth have to hold out, or maybe better. It's Jake Edwards running through. Has he got the composure? The route to goal was blocked. It's full time at the Britannia Stadium. That will do for Tamworth.
Scunthorpe are hardly setting League One alight this season. Even so, they were relishing their trip to Eastlands, and they went ahead after 17 minutes. Andy Keogh charging clear of the City defence before beating David James. The second half was all about City. Early on, Lee Crofts ball evaded players from both teams before Robbie Fowler slammed in an equaliser. Spaces then started appearing in Scunthorpe's defence, and soon Fowler had another opening. A bad tackle in the box gave Fowler the chance to score a hat-trick. He didn't waste it. Before kick-off, Arsenal showed off what they'd won in Cardiff 8 months ago and then took on the Welsh capital's resurgent team. Ian Gwyn Hughes describes the action.
There's half an opening ball is threaded through, a great chance here, and that's the opening goal for Perez. Pushing forward, Barker not quite sure where to go. Here's Bergkamp. Chance for 2-0. It's not about it in! Has it crossed the line? It has! Is it too late though?
Not long ago, this game would have been a chance for Wigan to go giant killing. Today, as favourites, they played out a goalless first half before Lee McCulloch and David Connolly combined to give them a lead 2 minutes after the restart. Just when it looked as though that'd be the winner, Wigan failed to deal with a high ball and Leeds made them pay. Rob Hulse getting an 88th minute equaliser.
And don't forget the highlights of all today's third round ties and every goal on Match of the Day at 10:30 on BBC One tonight. We've got more live FA Cup football for you tomorrow evening. 2 of the biggest names in the game meet at the Walker Stadium. Leicester against Spurs. Live on BBC One at 6:20. Then on Monday there's the draw for the 4th round of the FA Cup, BBC Two at 1:30. Good efforts from Nuneaton and Tamworth, non-league side.
Ian was saying at the top of the programme, that's what the third round's all about. Great stories, great excitement, and some big results for the underdogs.
And of course we could have a very big result here because Luton lead the European champions Liverpool by 2-1 and thoroughly deserve that lead.
Very much so. And I was saying at the top of the programme about new Liverpool, well, we'll see what they're made in the next 45 minutes, because the way that Luton have been playing, you know, if they play the same way in the second half, then they'll create more chances. This was the sort of tactics early on that we saw, that I think Michael said to his players, when Liverpool in possession, you get tight on them right away. This is in the first minute. Sissoko under pressure, Luton in possession, and then when they've got it done, they've started to play. Then after 5 or 6 minutes in the corner, even from a Luton throw, all right, it's tight. You know, Liverpool get back in possession, but they're in quick, they run about them. Steven Gerrard's on the ball, tackle quick, get tight, don't allow them to pass and move. And even here, when you watch Alonso when he picks up here, he plays it quickly, the first one goes in, clatters him. Then even Gerrard, they're in quick.
Right.
It's great play. I mean, it's quality play, but they've got enough men there in numbers to get it back, and that's what they've done. That's what I've said about, you know, the first 15-20 minutes. It was important for Luton to get tight and disrupt the flow and rhythm of Liverpool's passing.
Difficult half-time in some ways for Luton. They wouldn't have wanted it, would they? They would have carried on, and there are times like that in football.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing you don't want the half-time whistle to come. But I personally feel that Luton, the way they've played and the way they've conducted themselves and put themselves about Liverpool, it's not a problem to them. It's not a problem to them. I think they'll come out and they'll feel they can do exactly the same, because Liverpool are going to have to do something.
Half-time bad for Luton, good for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Great, it's great for Liverpool.
Benitez to sort things out. What will he do?
Well, I think he'll just say to his players, one, you've got to get tighter, and two, when you're in possession, you've got to do better. And I think that, you know, if you've got the possession, and we've seen time and time again that if you play, pass and move, and you've got the vast majority of possession, then sooner or later the quality should prevail.
And I think Liverpool have to get their left side going as well. They really do need to get their left side of the pitch, Harry Kewell, and to get past these men and start getting a couple of crosses into Crouch and Cisse.
OK, well, there's no big shocks today. This could be the first. Let's rejoin Mark and John.
Well, it could be, Gary, and I'm just thinking about Liverpool's options here, Mark Lawrence, and there's no Morientes, no Luis Garcia in the squad. The only out-and-out striker he could bring on is Sinamar Pongol.
Yeah, he started a game as well the other day, but he's resisted change at half-time, and I suggest what he might have said to them, look, you've got yourselves in this mess, you need to get yourselves out of it. As good as Luton have been in the first half, it remains to be seen, John, how much that first half has taken out of them. The next 45 will obviously tell us.
Yeah, well, looking at Steve Howard there, Mike Newell does have a habit of rotating his four strikers. He's got Warren Feeney, the Irish international, and Enoch Shawunmi on the bench, and I wouldn't be surprised to see one of them coming on later in the game. Benitez has got a long way to go again. Wasn't like that at Valencia, was it? And
not sure he'd have needed that coat, did they?
No. Don't worry, he'll get there before they kick off. And Mr. Cool, Michael Newell, taking up his usual position. Well, can his modern team emulate what he did with the likes of Harford and Steen 19 years ago on this ground? Luton now playing left to right as Crouch tangles with Coyne, who's penalised. Risa. Alonso to Gerrard. And now Harry Kewell. Oh, tipped over by Marlon Beresford. Kewell going for the instant equaliser at the start of the second half here.
Yeah, just a little bit fortunate with the bounce of the ball here, Liverpool and Harry Kewell. It's a very, very comfortable save in the end for Beresford.
Certainly for a goalkeeper of his experience. Sami Hyypiä up for the corner here to support Peter Crouch. Let's come all the way back to John Arne Risa. And that might even work in Luton's favour, I would say, the corner that Liverpool took. And now Berkovic is trying to pick out Edwards in the centre. A strange corner, wasn't it, by Joe?
Well, I think it was meant for Alonso rather than Risa. He's got the radar wrong for once.
stage of the competition noted for shocks. Here's Kuhl. Crouch waiting in the centre. So too is Cisse. This is coming out to Alonso. Play on, says the referee. Challenged by Robinson. In fact, Mark Clattenburg, I think, gets marks here for letting the game flow, Mark Lawrenson. He really hasn't stopped it unnecessarily once.
Very much so, John.
Good young referee. Here's Sissoko. Oh, onside Cisse as well.
Fortunately for Luton, it was a difficult ball for him to take, wasn't it? Especially with his back to goal as well. Forgotten he was playing.
Well, Gary Lineker did go halfway towards questioning the Liverpool attitude, and I think one or two of them did go missing in the first half, I have to say.
I think the thing is, John, that this fantastic run they've been on, one of the things about that, they've been difficult to play against. It's not the case tonight.
It's a bit of a smack round the ear, I think, for Howard.
It just seemed to come from Hoopier's shoulder, didn't it? Back of the neck.
No, it won't put Howard off his game.
Oh, he's had worse.
That's Coyne. Oh, Crouch has got Kuhl away and he's onside, and Steven Gerrard is square and he's also onside. And Kuhl, wow then. Oh, he's given a penalty. He's given a penalty against Underwood for the push on Gerrard. I thought the ball was running away from Gerrard, to be honest. And Mark Clattenburg has given Liverpool a penalty. Slightly generous maybe, Mark Lawrenson.
Well, he was in a great position to see it, the referee. You have to decide whether you think Steven Gerrard was going to get the ball. That is the key. He was just clipped, I think, by Underwood.
I didn't think that Kuhl's pass to Gerrard was good enough to make sure he would have got the ball.
It was a poor pass.
Having said that, Luton did have themselves to blame really for allowing the two Liverpool players to get through wide open, but this is a key moment in this cup tie. Mark, it's a penalty to Liverpool which would enable them to go 2-2, and the responsibility is Djibril Cisse. Is the ball on the spot? No, it's not. I think the referee's probably asking him to replace it.
Yeah, the other thing as well, there wasn't a booking, was there?
Didn't see one. It was Underwood who was very unlucky, I thought. However, can Beresford do anything about this? Oh, he saved it! He could do something about it! The veteran goalkeeper keeps Luton in front. Saving from Djibril Cisse. Was justice done there, Mark?
Yeah, well, he took a gamble, and of course, he's gone the right way in the end. It's a very, very good save. It's not a good penalty, but no problem for Beresford, that.
Well, Luton Town still 2-1 in front. What a dramatic cup tie.
Well, they'll feel, Luton, that justice has been done, won't they?
I wonder if Liverpool will wish Gerrard had taken the penalty.
Oh, definitely.
So, we're where we were. This is Berkovic.
I don't know where you could see, John, but Rafael Benitez is going absolutely berserk on the touchline in front of the dugout. There's the goalkeeper, but honestly, I've never seen Benitez so animated.
Yes, I can see him now, Mark. He's gone frantic over there. Not as frantic as the Luton Town supporters, by the way, for different reasons. Here's Robinson. Is this going to be Luton's night? Well, I think the fourth official might be having to tell him to calm down a bit, Peter Walton. I haven't seen Benitez quite.
Well, I wouldn't know what he's going on at the fourth official about. Does he? I have no idea. Look at him. He's lost it.
There really is something going on over there. Well, Cisse won't be pleased at all that he gave Beresford the chance to make what was a very good save. Haven't really got time to tell you all the clubs Beresford has played for in his career. He's been on loan a lot.
I'm just thinking maybe that if you think about the Benitez thing, do you think he thinks that Underwood should have been sent off?
I'm just wondering about that. That would have been terribly harsh, wouldn't it?
It would have been very harsh, wouldn't it? That can be the only thing that he's moaning about, surely.
Well, it's a good shout. This is Alonso to Finnan. Mind you, it comes to something if you want to get a player sent off to get back into the game if you're the European champions.
Well, especially when it's a team of division below you who are outplaying you.
Spot on. Oh, mistake by Hippier, and Rowan Vine. Can he make it 3-1 to... Oh, penalty at the other end, surely. And that is a penalty.
Yeah, it is.
That is a penalty.
Now he has to decide, Mark Clanburn.
What does he do about the goalkeeper?
Well, exactly, but were the Liverpool defenders, was Carragher at the other side, therefore the goal side?
It's yellow. It's yellow.
I think he might be right here, though, John. Clattenburg with this. I thought that Carragher looked like he was going to get the other side of the goalkeeper.
This is developing into one of the memorable cup ties. Round the goalkeeper, Rowan Vine, brought down by Carson, and now, from a situation at one end when it could have been 2-2 from the penalty spot, we now have a situation where it could be 3-1.
I was wrong, actually. He was last man, wasn't he?
Well, Luton here, with Kevin Nichols, usually a trusted penalty taker, and he scores! He doesn't miss those very often, the captain. Kevin Nichols for Luton, and they lead 3-1.
Good penalty as well, under immense pressure. Very, very well taken.
He tucks those in time after time, Nichols. And he wasn't going to be phased here. The goalkeeper who actually committed the foul went the right way, but it was down to his right-hand side, and the championship team lead the European champions by 3-1 at Kenilworth Road.
When was the last time somebody scored 3 against Liverpool?
What a good question. And have they got the wherewithal to get back into the game is another very important question. How about AC Milan in the European Champions final?
I know you get it.
I had to think a minute there what you were on about. Here's Kill. They came back from 3-0 down that night. They're 3-1 down here. I don't think... Here's Kill. Still battling away with Carlos Edwards. I tell you what also, Mark, it tells you something about the... Let's just see what happens for a minute. Gerrard. So much going on here, I don't want to interrupt it. Gerrard again, Cisse. It says something about the centre of the Liverpool defence, doesn't it? That Howard and Vine have both been through on the goalkeeper.
Yeah, well, that was just down to an individual mistake by Hooper, where the ball was pinched off him, wasn't it? And I think certainly when he came through Vine, he knew exactly what he was going to do. Did he touch him?
Are you suggesting the touch was outside the area?
Well, not only that, John, I think it's Vine's foot on Carson's rather than the other way around. However...
All right, well, we've now got 2 disputed penalties, then that's okay. They can...
That's one each, isn't it?
Absolutely, that's what they're there for in the studio. They'll sort it out. And I think Cinema Pongol's getting ready. It's... Meantime, it's Sissoko fouled by Berkovic there. Well, this is some sort of nightmare for Benitez, isn't it? He's going to have to put Cinema Pongol on as soon as he can. Alonso with the free kick. Plenty of ammunition in the box here for Liverpool. Alonso lifting it. Oh, it's come out to Gerrard. And finally Kuhl.
That's a difficult chance for Kuhl, in fairness. I know, body of players in front of him. Well, struck it well, but just couldn't keep it down. And there's all sorts going on in the penalty area here. It's a difficult chance. He's had to go backwards, hasn't he, to try and get something on it.
You normally get a good game here at Luton, but this is something else. Kuhl crouches off after this, so is Gerrard. It's a little bit awkward here for Coyne. In fact, it's come out to Cisse, and it's been deflected, but just wide.
Well, I'm not sure about the goalkeeper, John. This ball came so far, it bounced so high. I think Beresford can get there and solve the problem for his defenders, and in the end they're a little bit fortunate, Luton, to get away with only a corner.
Liverpool still haven't got the substitute on. Gerrard will take the corner. Oh, they will now, because Sissoko is being sacrificed here for Cinema Pongolle. Oh, can he help Liverpool to stay in the FA Cup? Just for a fraction of a second.
Yeah, I think there was just enough pressure on Crouch from Coyne. Great ball from Gerrard, curling away from the goalkeeper. Nice late run as well by Crouch. Did Coyne do enough? Just, yes.
There was hardly a breath pause between those two penalty incidents, was there?
Speak for yourself.
I was. 3-1 to Luton. Hippier.
Liverpool have gone, they've stuck Cisse down the right, and Pongolle's going to try and play pushed up maybe almost to the left of Crouch for a while.
Well, he's involved here twice, Pongolle. Vine. Berkovic. And now Rowan Vine chasing down the left flank of the Liverpool defence. Up against Risa, free kick.
They've not really coped with the front two all night, have they? And Edwards threw his name in there as well, Berkovic on the left.
Well, Howard is ever so strong and Vine is so mobile, and the combination of the two has worked for Luton here.
The thing is about that, you'd say Hoop is strong and Carragher's so mobile.
Yeah, of course you would. Nichols to take the free kick for Luton. Plenty in there again. Hoopier's header. Away by Kuehl. This is Foley. Anybody has joined this late, and I'm disappointed for you if you have. Gerrard did put Liverpool ahead a long time ago. Howard equalised, Robinson made it 2-1, and after the penalty save at one end, Nichols made it 3-1 from a Luton penalty, and left Gerrard wondering quite where Liverpool's game has gone. Two of the Luton supporters taunting Alan Hansen a little bit there. It was, of course, don't want to keep reminding you, Mark, you did concede 3 on this ground in 1987, and Luton have gone and done it again.
Thanks.
Mind you, I think it's fair to say that that was the Kenny Dalglish double team, wasn't it? Here's Edwards. Inside him is Howard. Oh, and Berkovic is completely free to his left. And at the other end... At the other end, it's Cisse with 4 Liverpool players up against 4 Luton defenders. Cisse. Oh, out by Underwood.
Never got his head up, John. Did the hard bit, and he should have just looked and clipped it backwards, really, where there was 2 Liverpool players breaking into the box.
Yeah, it was Heikkinen, actually, who headed it clear after Underwood had closed him down. This is Alonso. That is Underwood. We've been playing for an hour in one of the most gripping cup ties, certainly that I've seen for a few years. 3-1 to Luton. And that's a free kick to Liverpool. A test here of the character and staying power of the European champions. Oh, and Cinema Pongolle nearly in there.
A great play by Coyne, just spotted it in the last minute, just got his foot in.
Well, can Luton do what AC Milan couldn't do and hold the lead against Liverpool? Really, really good play by Berkovic. He's found Edwards. Luton have got 4 forward here. Carlos Edwards. Oh, he's gone past Risa. Oh, and brought a save out of Carson.
He's got twisted blood, Risa, tonight.
That's in again by Nichols. And it's Howard for offside.
What a good ball as well, wasn't it? Just that, through that sort of corridor of uncertainty. Just a little bit unlucky really for Luton that Howard was off. It's a great ball in, has a little look, always going away from the goalkeeper. Tight as well.
Oh, that corridor of uncertainty. The third round of the Cup is a minefield of uncertainty for big clubs, isn't it? That's hooked on there by Robinson.
The thing is with Liverpool, they've been bullied here, and not physically, just by the quality of Luton's football.
Well, that is exactly right, yes. Outplayed, you could say, at this point. Alonso. Finnan. Gerrard, now then. Cinema Pongo, he's got away from the defenders. And Liverpool are back in business. And it's the substitute, Florent Cinema Pongo, who's brought it back to 3-2. A bit of relief for Benitez perhaps here.
Well, it's turned into a good substitution for him, isn't it? The key here is the movement of Pongo and the way the ball is just slipped alongside the centre-back. I think it's Heiken, and half a yard he gets on him as well, Cinema Pongo. Beresford doesn't really do much wrong there.
No question of offside, because Underwood, the left-back, was playing him on anyway, Mark.
Yeah.
Here's Berkovic for Luton, 3-2 now. This is a bit like the European Champions League final, isn't it? Gerrard again. That's a really good touch by Howard. But Robinson just busted out of it slightly there by Alonso, who I have to say has been quite anonymous. This is Nichols. Oh, and it's Howard again. So in the centre, Robinson. Away by Hippier. And now Edwards. Offside given before the goalkeeper flattened the Luton player.
Only 20 yards offside, wasn't he? It's just time really now for Luton to catch their breath a little bit and get themselves organised. See why just the way he peels off the centre-back, he won't really have that in the Championship, and just a lack of understanding really from Heikkinen, and he was away, Cinema Pongo.
It was a really good finish, so close to the goalkeeper down to his right, and he was only on the pitch 5 minutes, Cinema Pongo, before he made his impact. Berkovic. Forward by Finnan, Cinema Pongo again. Free kick. Finnan. 3 in the centre for Liverpool. One of them is Crouch. That was Cisse.
Just wasn't convincing with the leap, was he? You can see he didn't really know whether to glance it or really sort of thrust his head at it, and probably did neither. Good ball in as well. It's a bit of a nothing header.
Howard and Hoopier, Robinson and Risa. Oof, challenged by Nichols. He must fill that up here. This is Crouch. Vine. Foley. Well, this next 10 minutes will be vital for Luton. Alonso. Gerrard. Robbed by Robinson, but it's Finnan. Liverpool have got 5 up here. This is Gerrard. They're really going for it now. A 6 up now because it's Risa in the centre. Crouch now. Oh, and that was Cisse.
Well, that's a great ball from Reece, wasn't it? On the run, you see, he just has a little look, picks out Cisse at the back stick. It's a good strike. You've got to be able to hit the target from there. Got to. I mean, to score at the near post, and it makes the degree of difficulty even greater.
A lot of excitement all round the ground. Luton supporters wondering if their team can hang on or even better this lead. Liverpool thinking perhaps they're back in it. Oh, they are now. It's Cisse against the goalkeeper.
That's 2 or 3 occasions now where they're just sliding the ball inside Heikkinen, and it's a real problem, isn't it? I don't know whether Mike Neal needs to get hold of Underwood and say maybe try and get a little bit tighter to him.
Yeah, Edwards. 5 up for Luton. It's like 2 teams just going for it, isn't it?
Great.
Kewell. Alonso. Liverpool's possession certainly higher than Luton's now. Can they make it tell? Again, this is Cinema Pongo. Forced a corner. Just perhaps for the first time now since they got back in it in the first half. 1 or 2 alarm bells ringing for Luton. And Gerrard unmarked here as he's picked out by Finnan. And Gerrard, it's come off Nichols. It's a corner to Liverpool. It's all with them now.
Just fell asleep a little bit, didn't they, Luton? 2 against 1 situation.
Gerrard goes across to pick this up from Steve Finnan. Cinema Pongo near post. And again. Gerrard. Little slip by Edwards, that. Finnan. Decent cross. Crouch is in the centre of that group. And it's been hooked away by Foley for Luton. Risa. They're queuing up on the far side of the box here. Crouch. Header in. Sami Hupir is still forward. And Luton could break with Berkovic.
He just wonders why with Mike Newell. He watches the game when he thinks about maybe making a change shortly. Just to try and maybe freshen it up a little bit.
Well, if he does decide to rest Howard or Vine, then it'll be Feeney or Shawanmi. That's forward there for Crouch from Carragher. Alonso. Oh, that's dipping! It's gone in! It's gone in! It's Xabi Alonso! 3-3! And that came out of nowhere! Liverpool have come from 3-1 down, and here's the equaliser. How many yards out is he here? 40? Xabi Alonso. That'll go down in the FA Cup goals library, Mark.
Certainly will. It's a violent dip right at the end that completely bamboozles Beresford. Robinson tries to get something on it, doesn't he? And he really forces Alonso into shooting from there.
Well, I said it a few minutes ago, he'd been pretty anonymous, but he isn't now. Of course, it was Alonso, wasn't it, who brought Liverpool back in Istanbul. He's done it again here. This is Cisse, and he's up against Underwood. And you can bet your life Liverpool are going for the win. It's Crouch now. 20 minutes left. 3-3. Oh, could you envisage a better cup tie?
No. Well, last cup tie I've seen as good as this was in May.
Well, the FA Cup, still the best competition of its kind in the world because it produces nights and moments like this.
Just seemed to dip violently right at the end, didn't it?
Luton win it back again. Howard. And now Vine. He's up against Carragher. Rowan Vine.
I don't know if you noticed, but Luton got 4 players in the penalty area very, very quickly too.
Well, they'll be talking about this match for years in this part of the world. Whatever happens now, it's Gerrard. Kuhl. Risa. All the way out to Finnan. Little chip in. Quite the wrong time to be suggesting this, but I guess Luton wouldn't be too disappointed with a replay at Anfield financially.
Well, the thing is now, John, for the first time in the match, they're actually looking stretched. You know, the 3 components of the team, the defence, midfield and attack, aren't as one at the moment. They're stretched all over.
Foley was fouled there by Crouch. Well, there are so many moments in this match that people will look back on. Mike Newell's team had a 2-goal advantage. That's been wiped out now. We had 2 penalties to discuss. Howard and Hippier. Cinema Pongo. Nichols. Cisse and Underwood. Oh, Vine. Nichols cross. Here's Howard. Oh, is it another? No, it's not. It's handball. I think think, by Steve Howard, is it?
It is indeed, yeah. He just came over Hoopier's head and he brought both his arms in, Steve Howard. He brought just to control. It's a great ball in. Hoopier's in all sorts of problems, and the left hand looked as though it just maybe eased the ball on.
What on earth's going to happen next? Well, another Liverpool attack is the answer. Kewell with the cross. This is Gerrard coming in. Oof, it struck coin, and from Luton's point of view, a good thing it did.
I'll tell you what, that was on target as well, wasn't it?
I think it was flying towards the goal. 18 minutes to go.
I think the Luton change will happen very soon. Just try and mix it up a little bit.
This is Alonso. Risa coming in behind Foley. Through the legs of the referee, who dodged nicely out of the way there. Mark Clattenburg, but it's Hippier. Kewell. Risa. Oh, joining the attack here is Finnan. Cinema Pongo! Liverpool score their fourth goal and mirror what happened in Istanbul. They're right back in it, and although it was penalties that night, it's 4-3 tonight. Crossed by Finnan, and Cinema Pongo just gets the better of the defender, and he plants the header right in the corner, and there's no way really that Beresford can do any more than watch that. And would you believe it, from 3-1 down, Liverpool lead by 4-3 in this cup tie, and Luton make a substitution. Heikkinen has gone off, and Leon Barnett. It's going to be a change for Luton in defence. In fact, Leon Barnett has come on, the youngster centre-back, but here's Crouch immediately testing him.
I think Barnett's on, John, to counter the pace of Pongo and Cisse down that sort of inside left channel, which has been a real source of a problem in the last 10 minutes to Luton. What a good header from Cinema Pongo. Great climb, great leap.
I think Coyne's getting a yellow card here, Mike, for a foul. Mark, for a foul.
Yeah, late on Alonso.
There's Barnett. He's pretty new to this scene. Leon Barnett actually made his debut at 16. He's 20 now. Well, substitutions. Benitez, he's your man. Brings on Cinema Pongo. 2 goals, thank you very much. Gerrard!
You wouldn't want to get in the way of that, would you?
Well, when Cinema Pongo put Liverpool back in it, it was 62 minutes. His second goal came on 74, so they scored 3 times in 12 minutes to go from 3-1 down to 4-3 up. I keep looking at the scoreboard, Mark, to remind us just how many goals there have been.
Might not be the end of it either.
Well, extraordinary. Kewell. Crouch. Cinema Pongo on a hat-trick now. Gerrard. Cisse's drifting in there behind Underwood. That's Barnett with the clearance. And indeed with the foul.
I think you're absolutely right about substitution, but it was a brave one, wasn't it? Because you took a holding midfield player off in Sissoko and put on, well, what you would call a forward, certainly. And I think, you know, since Pongo's come on, and they've virtually got 3-prong there with Cisse and Crouch, and all of a sudden spaces have opened up for them, haven't they?
This is going to be a free kick to Liverpool. Hippier forward. Driven low. Oh, it's come off the Luton player. Crouch is here now with the header. Oof. Well, when we've got time to reflect on this, amazing game will decide where it stands in the history of great third-round cup ties. It comes somewhere near the top at the moment for me. Offside. And it may not be over yet. I just wonder, with Luton now 4-3 down, this is the goal that put them 4-3 down, by the way. Just wonder whether Mike Newell thinks about a change of striker.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Barnett with the header. Oh, and it's a foul on Hoopier.
Kromkamp, isn't it?
This is the new man. Jan Kromkamp from Villarreal, Dutch defender, played against England in the friendly for Holland.
I saw him play against Manchester United in the Champions League. I have to tell you, in all honesty, I can't remember him.
Is he an orthodox right back? And we're told he is.
I think so.
That's where he played for Holland when I saw him. This is Nichols. I thought he would have expected to make his debut in a match quite like this. You don't get these games abroad, do you, in their domestic cup competitions?
Well, can you imagine if they concede when he comes on, how he feels? I just wonder, with Kromkamp obviously coming on imminent, whether it's a signal from Benitez, we're settled for 4-3. Let's just make sure we don't give another goal away. Yeah, well, Crouch is coming off, so I think probably put Cisse up front with Pongo. Maybe Steve Finnan might go right side of midfield, and Kromkamp right back. We'll wait and see.
So here we are. It was a transfer which sent Yosemite back to the continent. And he didn't quite settle at Anfield with the language and so on. This is Gerrard. A 7-goal sizzler at the moment here at Kenilworth Road. Here's Cisse. Gerrard. Kewell. And now Ahmet Berkovic. Same two strikers still making their runs up front. Here's Howard. It's a good turn. Nichols. Vine wants it played left. Jamie Carragher chasing out after him.
Kromkamp's just gone right side of midfield, obviously maybe just to sit there a little bit as a holding play, but down that side.
And a shade more to go. Liverpool 1-0 up, 3-1 down, 4-3 up now. Gerrard. Oh, it's a decent looking ball, and the goalkeeper comes a long way to meet Cisse. Howard. This is Vine. Kewell. Now then, two more changes for Luton, and these were the two that I expected, really. Warren Feeney's coming on, along with, well, first of all, replacing Carlos Edwards, and Enoch Shawonmi, who is a giant, unpredictable striker. Came from a North London club called Willesden Constantine and has a university degree, actually, Enoch, and he's coming on to replace Berkovic. Well, now we've got, crikey, Mark, we've got how many strikers on the pitch now? 4 for Luton. 2 strikers for 2 midfield players there by Mike Newell. Well, you may as well go for it at this stage, mightn't you?
Well, definitely. And to be honest with you, the way they play, John, they'll fancy they can get an equaliser here.
I think the chairman will be hoping they do. It'd be a good payday at Anfield, wouldn't it?
So one before he had his prayer mat and everything.
Phil Tom means, yeah, absolutely. This is Alonso. Now it's Gerrard. Up it goes to Cisse. Alonso. Underwood. Oh. Nichols covering.
You just feel as well that midfield area at the moment, Liverpool are in control of it.
Well, I've seen Mike Newell this season many times swap his strikers over. I've never seen him have all four on the pitch at once, but he has now. Nichols to Robinson, and he's sliding that through for Howard. Alonso, ooh, delicate little ball. This is Cisse, and he's ahead of Coyne, and he's overrun the ball.
That's him, John. That's him in a nutshell, I'm afraid. Great pace. He was away. His first touch is poor generally.
Well, if it had been better, it might have been 5-3 and all over. As it is, Luton come back looking to make it 4-4. This is Foley. Hits Risa. Well, Risa's away now. He's got two up with him. Cinema Pongol just inside here. Finnan. Kromkamp. Cinema Pongol. Came off Foley. Kewell. Gerrard. And still Stephen Gerrard. Blocked by Coyne. Risa. Oh, it swerved in front of Beresford.
Well, it's an excellent save in the end, because for a split second, like you, I thought he'd missed it.
Kromkamp. Free kick to Liverpool. Now then, has the danger passed for them? This is the shot, yes, from Risa.
Last minute swerve, but not too dissimilar to the swerve on Alonso's goal.
Well, the modern ball, of course, Mark, doesn't do goalkeepers any favours sometimes, does it? Well, they're in better heart now, aren't they? They're travelling 1,800 from Merseyside. Cinema Pongol cutting in again. Barnett goes across. That's a goal kick. Luton have got just over 5 minutes. Feeney. Gerrard looking for Cisse. Barnett in with the challenge. Foley. It's Kewell offside Cisse.
I don't think anyone was catching him, were they?
It's a free kick to Luton Town. They've got to pile everybody in now. This is Foley. Robinson couldn't quite make that. Liverpool start to break again. Jamie Carragher. Kewell. Good ball by him to Cisse. Kromkamp couldn't reach that. Underwood clears to Shawanmi. You can tell from the reaction of the crowd that he's a bit of a favourite here, Enoch.
It's a mobile brick wall, isn't it?
Nichols. Oh, it's a poor ball. This is Finnan. Gerrard. Risa. Alonso. His goal brought it back to 3-3. Now, Kewell. Gerrard and Cisse both going in the same direction, leaving the space on the left for Kuhl. Coyne makes the challenge. Only as far as Alonso. Cinema Pongolle. And still, threatening to go straight through them. Here's Alonso winning it back. Couldn't scoop it up. This is Nichols. Shawanmi's coming in from the far side. And that touch by Cinema Pongolle, intercepted by Barnett. This is Vine. Howard. Ooh. Oh, and wait a minute. Feeney's coming in.
Well, the goalkeeper did well, Carson, didn't he? There's an offside flag's gone up. He didn't know that at the time, but his starting position was very good.
Well, there's more football for you tonight on Match of the Day at 10:30, and there's a game at Leicester tomorrow night at 6:20 on BBC One. I hope it's as good as this. They've set a bit of a standard here, these two, for the FA Cup this season, I'll tell you. This is Underwood. And he's lost it, and it's Cinema Pongolle. Kromkamp, the Dutchman, is behind him. Underwood did ever so well to win that back against the pair of them. And he's found Nichols. And he'll keep Luton going right to the end, you can be sure of that. Shawan was offside.
Yeah, I think it was probably Howard coming back from an offside position who flicked it on. Yeah, it was. He just flicked it on for him.
It's taken 88 minutes for the game to calm down. And there's going to be another substitution while it does.
Yeah, it'll be Warnock, I think. Warnock for Cisse.
Looks a bit like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, further indication of we keep hold to what we have if you're Liverpool.
Stephen Warnock.
Well, Cisse just got a yellow, John, for strolling off.
Yeah, the referee's booked him for time wasting, Mark. You're dead right.
Warnock to left back, and Reese just pushed further forward down the left-hand side.
Absolutely. There was an offside flag there against Kuhl, but play goes on. Up goes Howard with Hupia. This is Nichols. Out by Carragher to Gerrard. Cinema Pongolle. Warnock. His first contribution is sound. Finnan.
Just can't get the second ball, Luton, can they? Just can't really quite get there.
Cisse off. Mike Newell's posture hasn't really changed all night. He's still leaning against that dugout, not showing any great expression. But he can be proud of his team, that's for sure.
Well, I bet his heart's beating inside there rather fiercely. His team have been outstanding.
Now Kromkamp latching onto a ball from Kuhl. He's got Cinema Pongolle, the only man up, and here he comes now, and Steven Gerrard is behind him. Oh, and Gerrard got caught by a challenge from Coyne as he shot.
Yeah, I think it was the pressure of the challenge from Coyne that makes Stevie Gerrard just lift this over the bar. He's gone. Sorry, John. He's gone to block the ball. In fairness to Coyne.
Yeah, Gerrard just tumbled across him, didn't he? We're up for 90 minutes. 3 minutes of time added on here at Kenilworth Road at the end of one of the most eventful cup ties you could wish to see. And one of the most fluctuating as well. Forward by Hippier. Barnett's header. This is Howard looking for Shawanmi. Cisse. Goalkeeper starts to come. And Liverpool again living up to their reputation as the comeback kings.
Well, ultimate respect really from Rafael Benitez, because he's got a nominal right back down the right side of midfield, and you would argue that what's Risa probably more of a left back than a left side of midfield player. He's down the left, so he's got two full-backs in midfield to stop the rot.
Luton have got 2 minutes to save it now. Foley. Nichols. Forward by Barnett. Shawanmi wants to flick this on, and he has for Vine. And Rowan Vine just couldn't hold that ball.
He was just probably, his brain was too quick for his feet, wasn't he? He knew exactly what he wanted to do. transfer it from right to left, and it was just his touch in the end that let him down.
So time runs out. Liverpool supporters won't mind about that. What a night. Have Luton got one more throw of the dice? And in the middle there was Harry Kewell, and this is Cinema Pongolle. I think Luton have got an injury over there, Mike, haven't they, Mark? They're down to 10 men. Here's Gerrard! I think Luton are going to finish this with 10 men.
Yeah, one of the players just slipped off over onto the far side.
I think it might be Robinson.
Yeah.
So the 10 men in the dying moments. 4-3 down. Foley. Nichols gets a free kick against Alonso. This surely is the last chance for Luton. Shawonmi's made his run. Comes back towards Vine. Foley. Inside by Feeney. Shawonmi. Goalkeeper came. Corner.
Yeah, good decision by Finnan. You can't leave it there.
Underwood is coming across to take the corner. Barnett has gone forward for Luton. The goalkeeper's coming up. They're all there. Beresford's on his way. Vine is in there. Coyne goes up as well. Can Liverpool clear their box? In it goes again from Underwood. It comes off Steven Gerrard. There's the clearance by Risa. Oh, look where Beresford is. He's still halfway inside the opposing half. And Alonso has shot for goal. And he's scored from his own half of the field. What an unbelievable finish to a fantastic cup tie. Xavi Alonso has scored from his own half of the pitch. Marlon Beresford was stood up from the corner, as you can see, and he bends that round from his side of the centre circle, and it goes all the way in. Well, Alonso will be in the record books for that, for sure. And here at Kenilworth Road, as Mark Clettenburg blows the final whistle, we are in fantasy land. A cup tie the like of which I can't ever remember seeing before. Cinema Pongolle turned it round for Liverpool with 2 goals. They were 3-1 down. Just in case you lost count, Benitez's team won by 5 goals to 3 after he made a series of substitutions. But what can you say about this match? The Championship side 3-1 up after an hour, and they get beaten by 2 clear goals. No wonder Mike Newell applauds the fans. He's applauding his own team, surely, and will do in the dressing room. And the Liverpool people know that they've been here, even by Istanbul standards, something fairly special. Gary, I don't know what the word is. Sensational, scintillating, superb, surreal perhaps. Luton Town 3, Liverpool 5.
Startling, Motti. Truly startling. 8 goals, 5 for Liverpool, 3 for Luton. 2 penalties, one of them missed, and a goal from 173 yards.
I'm actually going for unbelievable. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. It's probably one of the best cup ties I've ever seen, with drama, excitement, goals, quality of play, intensity. Even when Luton got the corner kick in the last minute, you think that will there be an end to this game, and then Alonso hits it in. Unbelievable finish. It was just, he's out of his seat. I mean, just absolutely.
He's always out of his seat. It was just quality. Liverpool in the second half showed their quality, and Luton, to be fair to them, they ran themselves into the ground, and then Liverpool just passed them off the pitch. But it was a great game. It's what you get. Luton gave them a run for their money.
Luton were brilliant. They really were brilliant. They run out of steam. The second half, Liverpool showed that, as Ian said, the quality of passing and moving, but Luton played their part in this match. To go 3-1 up, and the only disappointing thing was that there was a loser in the match.
I mean, there's certainly no losers watching.